Hey everybody, it's Stephenie Fitt here from fitbodies.com, and I wanted to talk to you today about 5 tips that you can do to help you sleep better, to help you get better sleep. This is based off of so many conversations I've had lately with people who struggle to get quality sleep. I just had a conversation this morning with somebody in my spin class who tossed and turned at night and just could not get back to sleep. I had this conversation yesterday with a group of coworkers. We went out to lunch, and one of them was saying how she's just struggling with chronic sleep deprivation, 2 years of chronic sleep deprivation. And so I dedicate this to those of you out there, my 2 friends, and the rest of you out there who really struggle with getting good sleep. And I want to tell you that there are some answers that don't include medication. There are some things that you can do, simple things, simple choices that you can do. And so let me go through this. 5 things. The first one is you want to dim the lights as soon as it gets dark, as soon as the sun sets at night. You want to get in the habit of dimming the lights around your home. You don't have to always turn on the overhead lights to get things done. So either have your lights that you use for brightness when you have, a project to work on at night, or you're studying hard, you're cramming for something, you have those bright lights. But on most nights when you're winding down, you want to turn those bright lights off and have your maybe candles lit. A lot of people use candles, or really dim. Use the dimmer switches on your lights and bring the lights low so that you can get your brain thinking about the idea of sleep. Get into the habit of preparing for your sleep, and dimming the lights is a really easy way that you can go about that. The whole idea of sleep wraps around this compound that our body produces called melatonin, and this melatonin helps us relax, helps us regulate our insulin levels. It helps us with our deep REM sleep. It's something that it's a component that we really need, and bright lights before we go to bed interfere with that melatonin production, and so our bodies aren't able to take care of the act of sleeping as well as it could. So by dimming the lights, we help increase that melatonin production, help support that melatonin production. So maybe our brains and our bodies will be ready for sleep when the time comes. Okay, second tip. This one's tough. This one's really tough. No cell phones, laptops, no screens. That includes television, 1 hour before bed at the very minimum. So none of this checking your phone in bed. None of this putting yourself to sleep with, scrolling through Facebook or social media, watching TV to get you to go to sleep. Things like that need to get out of here. You need to find another way. Find another way, whether it's listening to music or reading or something non-screen related. Get rid of those screens an hour before. Because here's why. The LED lights, or the blue lights in screens, LED stands for light emitting diodes. That blue light, or that diode light, interferes with melatonin production. It's bad for us. So there are apps you can get. I think one's called Flux, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not endorsing any app in particular. In fact, I need to get the apps. I just try to stay off the screens completely. But if you absolutely must, I know there are apps out there that can help dim that blue light. So if you look at your screen in the evening time, it's not going to be as detrimental. Another trick is to invest in some blue light blocking glasses. They've got, I don't know if you can see this. Hello. They're slightly tinted slightly yellow, and this yellow blocks the blue light. And so as soon as the sun sets, I'm not super successful every time, but I try to wear my blue light blocking lenses. So if I do check my phone, if I do answer texts, if I go on my laptop and work while the game's on the TV at night or whatever, if I watch a movie, I'm blocking that blue light, that LED, and maximizing my melatonin production. So I also, my son has a pair. They're a little more stylish than these. He got them off of Amazon, and they're clear lenses, And these are Gorilla glasses. You can look at, I think it's gorilla.com. Again, I'm not an affiliate. I'm not sold on any one brand, but that's just what I have around, and I love them. Okay, number three. Magnesium is huge. You think of magnesium as the relaxation mineral. Magnesium helps to relax the muscles. It helps to maximize that melatonin production. Again, we're just like the overkill with the melatonin, but this is a big deal. And so a couple things that I use, I got my little props here. I use a spray. It's a melatonin spray, and I spray it on my muscles. I spray it on my tummy at night before I go to bed. And if I have any sore joints or muscles, I spray it on and rub it into my skin. And that helps, that absorbs through my skin and helps me have that higher level of magnesium. Most Americans are low in magnesium, and I'm not sure about other countries, but you know, it's not going to hurt to add a little bit of extra magnesium to your regimen. However, I do want to say, I'm not a doctor. I do want to say, before you use magnesium of any sort, you want to check with your doctor, because it does interfere with some medications, and I don't want my advice to interfere with something your doctor's got going on with you. So make sure you check before you go out and get the spray, or soak. There's a way to soak in a tub. Have you ever heard of Epsom salts or Epsom flakes? It's actually just magnesium that you soak in this nice hot warm bath, and you soak in that magnesium solution, and you cook in it, and dry off and hop in bed, and oh my gosh, you're going to sleep so well. But just adding magnesium into your routine can do a world of difference in your quality of sleep. Okay, so we've got dimming the lights in the evening, no screens, try to avoid the screens an hour before bed, magnesium, adding magnesium into the mix. And the next one is, you know, if you're like me, you charge your phone at night so it's ready for the next day, or you have your phone by your bed because you use it as your alarm. I use that as my alarm to get up in the morning, and it's really bad to have that cell phone on the table next to your head. It's emitting that, you know, that it's not the light, but actually I wish I could show you. I'm filming with my phone, but the screen is always somewhat lit because it's got the time always showing on my screen. I suppose I could take that off. But you don't want the phone close to your head while you're sleeping for a number of reasons. That energy that's coming off of the phone is not healthy for sleep. And so you want to remove that and put it elsewhere. So I would suggest putting it across the room, charge it across the room, or even in another, a lot of people say another completely different room from the room you're sleeping in. I admit that I need it to wake me up. And so I tuck it way down under my bed, away from my head, but it's still kind of close, but kind of hidden and tucked away, so that it's not right there where it can affect my melatonin production and my sleep. So that's a tough one, but get creative with it. See what works for you. Okay, number five is you got to sleep in a darkened room. Any little bit of light that creeps in your room is going to disrupt your sleep. And some people sleep with those really, you know, those iconic masks, you know, sleep masks. I've tried that, and it bugs me. I end up ripping it off in the night. If you could sleep with one of those on, more power to you. Get room darkening blinds or curtains. Shut your door, especially if there's night lights in the hallways and everything. That light can creep in and disrupt your sleep, so shut the doors. If you've got a clock radio, I still had one for all these years. If you still have those LED clock radio kind of things, unplug them, take them out, because not good for sleep. We don't want any sleep. You want your room pitch black, as dark as possible when you sleep. And again, keeping that LED, that light, away from your brain, even with your eyes closed, that gets that's sensed by your brain, and it interrupts that melatonin production. It interrupts your deep REM sleep, and so get rid of it. Darken that room. So 5 things. I'm checking my cheat sheet to make sure I remembered everything. Dim the lights, no screens, magnesium. Charge your cell phone away, remove it far away from your bed. Darken the room as dark as possible. And then a bonus thing I want to share with you, and this one's really easy, is just drink a tall glass of lemon water before you go to sleep. Hydrate your body. The more hydrated you are, the deeper sleep you're going to get. And I know that means you're probably going to have to get up in the night and use the restroom. It happens. But maybe not. But maybe just that extra hydration will help your body get a deeper sleep, and you'll actually get the best sleep that you've ever gotten. Adding that to the other 5 tips I've given you. Simple things to try. Why not? They're not going to hurt you. Hopefully they'll help you. They've really made a difference for me. And one of the things as a breast cancer survivor that really just gets me is that chronic sleep deprivation is linked to higher cortisol levels in the body, and higher cortisol levels opens the door for a ton of disease and inflammation and all kinds of stuff, including cancer. And so if getting more sleep can help decrease inflammation, decrease those cortisol levels, increase that melatonin, and help lift that brain fog, help with your mood, help with your friendships or relationships, more power to you if you can make these little small steps work for you. So my challenge to you is implement one step. Can you do one step a night? Maybe if that's too much, one step a night for a week, and then implement the second step a night for a week, and then so forth. Or if you're just gonna take off with this, do them all at once. Try them tonight and let me know below what happens. You got to give it time. This doesn't happen overnight, right? So you got to give it time, give it 30 days, see if there's any little tweaks you need to make. But I think it's going to help, and I'm excited for you to give it a shot. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want more tips or you're interested in learning more, check out my website, fittbodies.com. It's 2 T's, fittbodies.com. There's all kinds of information there. Click on the Fit tips, and I've got more information for you I'd like to share. I've got other videos on other ways that you can be healthier. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll share all of that with you as well. So until next time, everybody, sweet dreams and health and happiness I wish for you. Namaste. Peace out. Bye-bye.